Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Oh yeah, what's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. This is Ray with Ray All Day Show, videos, vlogs, and a lot of commentary on these shows that's out. We back. Power is continuing. Just last week we ended with Force Season 2 finale with Tommy and them and fine ass Diamond. Hey Diamond. Hi Isaac Keys. How you doing? Yeah, so we back with Raquel and Marvin and Lou and the star of the show, Kanan Stark, child. I wonder if he gonna change his last. No, he didn't change his last name because we found out when he was grown, his last name was still Stark. Oh, I can't wait to find out what happened as he get older because this book 3 is off the chisane and it's getting real good. As you know, last season so much was going on to where Kanan found out his real daddy is a cop. Cop is in his life now. He's going to his house, reaching out for help, and because he, find out his mom has been lying to him, and if the streets found out who Kanan's, excuse me, who's Kanan daddy really is, child, there'll be a whole lot of ish going on. But yeah, now we found out who Jukebox or Laverne's mama was. Oh, it would have been cool to see LaToya Luckett more so in this show. LaToya is a bad girl. Ooh, okay, no offense to Kelly Rowland, but I've always thought LaToya was second. Her voice, her her acting. And they're all pretty good. I ain't trying to pit one against the other. Don't get me wrong. But even back then, I thought LaToya's voice was second to Beyonce's. But anyway, we talking about power. But I miss what's her name? What was her name in the show? Just that quick. Anyway, she gone, y'all. She Kenya gone, child. They shot her up when they was trying to get Rock. Oh, boy. But we just going to dive right in, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to get it started. So we leave off with the shootout, that ended Kenya's life and almost got Rock and at the old house, at the newer house, child. So much at the old house, sorry. So they just doing a whole lot. So yeah, Rock is trying to put all the issues and the shooting and the carrying on Crown. Now remember, Lou murked Crown in front of the singer girlfriend. So that's how that was. But then the girlfriend got hers when they came in and shot up the studio. He told her to get down. Why is she looking around trying to see what's going on? When somebody, first of all, when you hear shooting, you're supposed to get down, period. He told her to get down. And she said, what looking? Girl, if you don't get down and ask questions. Well, anyway, she down now, child. Rest in peace to homegirl, whatever her name was. So we got Rock on the phone, making sure she talking to Lou. They're having some family time, and she telling Lou to make sure he pin it on Crown, as she gonna pin it on Crown. They got their game plan going, and they just talking, And Lou was mad, ticked off because Rock told him he's still in the game, even though Lou was trying to get out. So they trying to see what's going on. And you see Detective Baby Daddy showed up. So he joining the crew, trying to figure out what's going on. And they talking to Rock in the hospital, and she looking like, listen, I'm gonna tell you one more again. This is what happened. I was minding my own business. My niece's mom came to talk to me. Next thing you know, it's gunshots. They, dragging her in the house. And then, I got one of them. And then that one's gun I grabbed and I shot the other one in the back. Now, how you shoot the one in the back? That's going to be the next question. She'll have to get her story straight. Because listen, I don't watch too much crime TV and law TV to know you forgot something, boo. How did you go from being in his front to shooting him in his back? I bet you that's going to be another issue that's going to come up in this whole investigation. But we going to see. We going to see. So they talking and they pretty much get it all straight and paired out. And Lou is pretty much letting them know, Crown was, he was what he was. He always seemed to be living above his means, and things was what they was. I never knew him to be in no drug stuff, but he was grimy and slimy. So they just pretty much putting two and two together, getting that Crown was this kingpin dude associated with the shootout and the drugs at those two projects. Remember that? Last season, the Italian shot up the two project areas where Rock had her distribution and everything. So they put it all on Crown. But he dead, so there you go. In the meantime, Marvin trying to heal his wounds. Remember, he was shot. So he lucky enough, he was able to get into the house of the dude in the projects that was in a wheelchair. So he driving him around, and Marvin just crying and getting up. Well, he crying on the inside, Marvin Horde. So, Marvin's just going through a child. And why he got some duct tape and some tissue plugging up his wound, putting duct tape on it, child. I swear. I hope it don't touch his wound, because trying to take that duct tape off, child, that's going to stick with you forever if you try and take that off. Woo! So there he go. Like I said, Marvin is Horde. He getting more product or money or whatever the stash is at one of their stash houses and picking it up. And again, luckily to the guy in the wheelchair who can also drive. They, making a move and taking care of business. Okay, taking care of business. So next we got Unique. Child. Unique big bro Ronnie come back. He get out. His baby mama like, who? How he get here? Who? What? Where? When? And why? Child. Big bro got out. Big bro questioned, what's that blood on your arm? Unique was like, I scratched my hand on the car door. Big bro was like, lying ass. Yeah, okay, whatever. So, they just going back and forth, and Unique is happy to see him, but the big bro still, he Horde, and he don't like what's going on at home. That's probably why he came back to Unique's place. But like I said, Unique baby mama, she ain't really having that. Like, you didn't tell me he was coming. Well, I didn't know he was coming either, so he here. That's that on that, right? That is that on that. So at the same time, they're investigating at the hospital. Bert comes. She come busting in, talking about, I got some information that'll help this case, but it's all because of Detective Baby Daddy, and he's probably involved in all this stuff. And they're like, wait, what? Everybody's looking at her like, what's she talking about? So the boss tell her to meet him outside. He giving her the riot act, telling her that it's all kind of stuff going on with you. You being investigated for a whole lot going on. She's like, what? What's going on? He said, listen, you are suspended. You come in here with all this bullish, and I'm about to tell you right here and right now, you got to go. Yo, the union rep is gonna call you, give me your gun, your badge, go home, and I bet not see you around here no more until I see you around here. She was mad. I'd be mad too if I had something to say. Oh Lord. Then we got the Italians, child. Sal then effed up. He messed up the plan. So he getting read the riot act, sort of like Miguel on the force. You know how Miguel was supposed to do a job with 2 or 3, and Tommy showed him up, but out about with this, ain't no Tommy, just that Miguel or Sal just messing up. And the big boss, you see, he got his hands in his face. The big boss, who would have been Che, okay? He's like, man, listen, you effed up, and it is what it is. So on your way out, make sure you buy some ish. I gotta buy something too because I messed up. Yeah, you gotta buy something. So then they go back to Raquel's new place. Marvin's looking like, oh, okay. Raquel's thinking that she got to unpack all this stuff with one good arm. And child, mm, mm, mm. So it's Raquel, Marvin, Kanan, and Juke. And they all come up in there, and Kanan is like, I ain't helping do nothing. I don't even live here. And Marvin's like, what you mean you don't live here? You live where your mama live. You got that? Now help her with these boxes. And Kanan was just giving him mad attitude. So on the way going past Marvin's like, listen, I got to go back to my breathing exercises. Remember when he met that woman? And unfortunately, she got shot in the process of them Italians trying to get Marvin. Well, she was helping him with his anger management, and breathing exercises helped. So Marvin just going back to what he knows, child. Marvin is gonna crack me up this season. So anyway, so Burke is talking to her daddy. He's an ex-cop, of course. And Dorama, he's reading her the riot act. She don't like him yelling at her, but hell, what else is going on? Because the boss called him, you know, they old school, they talk to the men and all that good jazz. And so her daddy is reading her the riot act, and she's just trying to tell him, it's not what you think. It's all about Detective Baby Daddy. Well, they're not investigating Detective Baby Daddy. They're investigating your ass. So you need to do what you need to do. Little girl, like Mary from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Little girl, girl, you better think of a plan because what you. So anyway, Lou at the studio reminiscing, and the cops telling him he got to go. It's a crime scene, and he's just trying to understand it all, and mad and upset, and all his dreams is going down the damn tube, child, all because his sister. So next we got what's his name? Unique showing his brother around. His brother is looking at all the old places, showing him the old places his brother used to regulate work at, and Unique is explaining to him how things are different now, but all his brother sees is that Unique is being played like a 2-bit whatever, and Rock is the head of it, and that's a problem. So that's he gonna be a problem for Rock. I can tell you that right now. He gonna be a problem. So next we got Kanan at Famous Place, that little rat trap. And pretty much they smoking weed, trying to figure out what they're going to do for money because Famous got an eviction notice. Child, good luck. Good luck. So then Marvin visits Lou. Lou is drunk as a skunk, but letting off all steam and let Marvin know that Raquel ain't sugar honey iced tea. He telling Marvin that she killed Scrap for no reason. How he know? Because she told him. How he know? Because both of them was there. Remember that part, y'all. But Raquel told Lou that she found out that Scrap was not the snitch and that she killed him for no reason. Child. Marvin's like, man, there had to be a reason. Marvin ain't giving up on his sister. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Now, I caught him in a lie, so he was up to something. Nah. Lou was like, man, fuck that. Man, fuck Rock. I'm like, dang, that's your sister. Anyway, we all know what happens at the school counselor's office, Well, back then, it wasn't much that they would, be trying to help young Black girls do, especially when, it was a different persuasion. Unfortunately, that's just how the world works, child. Racism is ingrained and embedded in every fiber of this country, child. But we ain't going to have a race conversation. I'm just letting you know what was going on back then. But yeah, so she's trying to get her to, tell her, sort out some things about her life. And Jukebox wants to sing. But the counselor's like, that's not a job. That's a hobby, pastime. But, child, like she don't know young kids were singing in the 50s and 60s. That's how the major labels went with. They had the adults coming out of the blues and the R&B. Then the kids, genre took over in the 60s, which was a good 20 years prior, where she was a part of. So again, she knows that kids can get into music. Hell, Jackson 5, all these other groups, the Silvers. So she's fully aware. She's just, not utilizing the best resource and research for Jukebox. Like I said, racism is ingrained in every fiber of in every part of this country. So, that was the end of that pretty much. And you see Juke was looking at her like, girl, what are you doing? Like I'm saying, girl, what you doing? Next, we got Detective Baby Daddy and Raquel talking on the roof. Pretty much, he's trying to figure out what's going on, letting her know he got their back and how they all need to be a united front because shit is hitting the fan in law enforcement. So we just gotta, stick together. Rock pushed his hand away, talking about we ain't sticking together for nothing, detective. I'm cool. So he also letting her know that their son, Kanan, came to him all messed up, and whatever you've done to him, he's finding out and getting all upset about. So luckily, Kanan is going to his daddy, knowing that it is his daddy, knowing that he can go to him. And that's good because we always want our kids to come to us no matter what. Woo, child, that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. Speaking of rough, child, Detective Burke up a shit's creek without a paddle, child. She about to get fired. They telling her all kind of stuff. Pretty much we come in on the tail end of pretty much they're saying how she's having illegal and inappropriate dealings with minors. Probably a little bit they're messing with her because they know she lesbian. Because we're gonna find out a little later that they've been investigating her girlfriend too. So her dad is looking like he looking. The rep is trying to smooth things over, but that it ain't working. It ain't working because they got too much evidence on her while no one else knows what she's doing with these kids, and that's part of the problem. Perhaps if she kept the well, anyway. CYA, y'all. Whenever you doing something that may look like it ain't what you doing, CYA, cover your ass and keep a log of this with the real reasons and yada yada yada, and give it to whoever you need to give it to. Child, this ain't no lesson, but I'm just trying to say, CYA, no matter what, even if it may be illegal, make sure that you are cleared because what you're doing is for a good cause. As long as it's for a good cause now. Don't be trying to, mess with kids and whatnot, and you mess with kids. But anyway, speaking of kids, Kanan and Famous, like I said before, they're trying to make, smoking weed, trying to think of ways to make money. So they thought of the home coming to homeboy who sell weed, and they're trying to, be some corner boys or whatever for the dude. And he's like, man, nah, your homeboy is a hype. He always smoking product, and it's too hot, and I don't want no problem. So that's pretty much an ant for them. Moving on. So Kenya's Bible thumpers came by and dropped off some things of hers. Apparently, she was saving that for Jew, and they got some sentimental things going on because that night was her funeral or a special service for Kenya. And Marvin said, "If you want to go, I'll go with you." And they just hugged and, oh, poor thing. I guess that was her. I'm glad that they're getting along, although I hate what Marvin did to her last season. Oh, Anywho, back to the show. So back to the kids again. So Kanan's parents come see about him, where he and Famous is hanging out and living, and they just getting their game plan together because they find out that Detective Burke. Remember when Detective Burke came to talk to Kanan when she approached him at the park, talking about she know that who his daddy is, and that I bet it was you at the park where he got shot. And pretty much he's telling them what she knows. So now everybody know everything. Look, thank goodness, because I'm pretty sure Kanan would have never told Raquel if his daddy wasn't there. Okay, so they all on the same page, and Kanan is telling his daddy, "You need to handle things because she knows everything." Ooh, if that wasn't a preface to the future, okay. Woo! So, like I said, Detective Burke, they find out she was a lesbian. So they talking to the girlfriend. The girl, look at her face screwed up because she mad. Look, I ain't trying to lose my job, so we done. I quit you. I don't call me. I'm not calling you. That's that on that, because I ain't losing my job because she's also a cop too. And child, that's the end of that. Now, somebody help me understand something. Somebody help me understand something. So anyway, Unique is reassuring his baby mama about everything going on with his brother, and of course he's going to reassure her with some good loving real quick. So then Kanan goes to the old house and finds his Uncle Lou there, drunk as a skunk, talking and reminiscing on stuff. And so Uncle Lou tell Kanan that Rock had him take out his best friend D Wiz, and that he did it, and Kanan was, he wasn't too surprised. He looked a little like, what? So he's just finding out all kind of dirt because Marvin Lou is mad. He's telling all the secrets. Okay, he ain't got nothing to lose. Because when you ain't got nothing to lose, when folks ain't got nothing to lose, they are dangerous, and that's that on that. But like I said, help me understand, how does Unique know where she lives? And furthermore, what? Excuse me? This surprised the hell out of me when I found this out. Now I figured, he was flirting last, last season, but what man wouldn't flirt with an attractive woman? Do they have a past that we don't know about? Cause I didn't hear no condom wrapper either. It was a whole lot of something going on. Yeah. Next, we got Detective Baby Daddy, call him Burke. Well, first we didn't know it was Burke, but it turned out to be Burke, saying, "Yeah, I'll let you know everything when I see you. I'll tell you when we can talk and let you know everything." So then, it's the same night, y'all, the same night. Because remember I said King's service memorial was that night? Well, Marvin's there paying respects, everybody crying and carrying on. And Juke is at the house looking at her mom's pictures and stuff and just, doing her own thing, child, like she normally did. So next we got Detective Baby Daddy meeting with Burke, and she telling him everything that she know, and he's telling her, listen, I'm not saying you all right. There's a couple of things that sounds familiar. However, we gotta, talk about some things. So she's smiling because yeah, I got him now. Yeah, whoop de whoop, I got him. No, boo, he got you. And he is done. You are done, though. Burke is gone. So hopefully that recording device that he got off of her right then and right there is enough. And ain't nothing else going on that can pin him to this. Cause child, head's gonna roll. But he kind of made it seem like it was her own doing. Wiping out the gun, putting it in her hand, woo de woo de woo. That was it, y'all. Season 3, episode 1. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Y'all watching? Oh, y'all watching? Okay, y'all. If you just want to hear me, that's cool. Just come back. Come on back, and I'll keep going for you. So it's gonna be every week, right? Every weekend I'm gonna be reporting on this show, and I hope you come back. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share, let folks know what's going on over here. And here's my outro.